Welcome to East Coast LQ Reviews. Today, we're doing another brewery review. Today, with me, I got Bumpy Road Brewery. Cheers, Bumpy. Thanks for stopping by,
Cheers.
man. All right, so we're going to dive right into our beers. And once we do our beer reviews and, check them out, then we'll pull up the website and talk about the brewery itself. We got Square Table Degenerates. Damn, I got here too early. Cheers, Joey. We got the Eclectic Beard. Cheers, fellas. Cheers, you, man. All right. What do you got for us today, Bumpy?
Well, today we're doing Allagash. So we're going to be looking at Allagash Brewing Company. And the one that I'm bringing is called their Cool Ship Resurgam. Cool Ship Resurgam. Whatever. It's a spontaneously fermented ale aged in oak barrels. This is 6.3% ABV. And Allagash is out of Portland, Maine. For this bottle, it was $17.99. So it was a cork and cage. I took the cage off. So we will wiggle. Oh, there we go. Bam. Yeah, I didn't want to shoot it off, and I just end up hitting a glass somewhere and smashing things. So it's definitely got a lot of cannon smoke coming out of this bottle. We'll leave a little bit in the bottle. It's you can smell all the farmhouse like aromas, funky cowhide. It's all that farmhouse tartness, tang, stuff like that. But that's what it's looking like anyways. The head fizzed right away. It was a white head, rocky head. Looks very, very effervescent, carbonated. And it is a yellow and unfiltered hazy. So cheers.
Cheers, Bumpy. Looks good, man.
Yeah, I'll get back around to what it really smells like and tastes like.
Sounds good, bro. All right. We also got Alex here. What do you got, Alex?
I got Allagash Wheat Ale.
Standard. That's their flagship, I believe.
Yeah, I should have gotten another one, but
No, that's perfect.
all right, let's pour this up, shall we? Let's pour this bad boy up. Looking forward to next Wednesday for the Legendary Tanner's other series that I love as well. Let's pour this up nice and smoky. Let's pour this up. Well, that looks really delicious. Looks clear as anything, a little hazy, probably because it's cold, and smells delicious. Smells actually dank a little bit, like like a weed kind of thing. But hey, smells good, and I'm looking forward to drinking it next time around. Appreciate you.
Cheers, Alex. Awesome, man.
Your turn, Legendary Tanner.
All right. So I have something. Now, I don't know how this is going to go. I have the Allagash Haunted House Hoppy Dark Ale.
I might have had that. That was pretty good, I think.
So there's only 3 beers that I can get from Allagash, as far as I know. There's the one that Alex has, their Tripel, and both of those I've done on Beer Man Show. So I did want to grab something different. The date says package 9/1/21, so this is like 8 months old. So it's kind of old. I don't know. Do dark ales age a little bit longer? Bumpy?
It's a hoppy one, so the hops would start to diminish.
Probably start to diminish, yeah. Yep. Whatever. We'll see how it goes. I'm guessing this is their Halloween release. The ABV is 6.66%. So, definitely on the Halloween theme. On the side of it, it says, cursed by our love of roasty porters, we summoned a recipe for Haunted House. Roasted barley and black Prince malt cloaked this ale in gravely dark hue, hopped with Crystal, Nugget, Cascade, and the Northern Brewer. and northern brewer. Its flavor is filled with hauntingly balanced notes of coffee, malt, and devilish hints of hops. Let's see if it still tastes like that. But it's kind of hard to read. I just took this beer out. It's already sweating. The humidity is pretty bad over here right now. I got my little snifter glass, my Dollar Tree glass. Pour this up. See how it looks. $3.59 for the single can. Bumpy said he had this one when it was fresh, and he wasn't entirely thrilled by it. So we'll see what happens. All right. Khaki colored head. Definitely a, I'd say black. Pretty much no clarity through it. A little bit of effervescence. Some bubbles going up on the side. Finger and a half. Nice head holding some retention. Looks like it's going to leave a decent lacing. I will say it's definitely very chocolatey. Chocolate malt. But yeah, I don't know if those hops are still hanging around. But we'll go back to Bumpy, and Bumpy can do a review on the beer that he's got tonight. So cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. So as you can see, the head went away as expected.
Cheers, beer man.
So getting in here with the aromas. So it's got like peach notes, apricot type notes, but they're kind of like candied, Pez-like a little bit. There's that tartness. There's that farmhousiness, that horse blanket, old wood fences around the farm that are just it's like a saison. That's pretty much what it is. Spontaneously fermented. It's a wild ale. A little bit of oak as well. This is barrel aged, I believed. Yeah, aged in oak barrels. Okay, yeah. Duh. So, with it being aged in oak barrels, it probably has a lot of like Brettanomyces and stuff because oak is pretty prevalent with having Brettanomyces. Now, it could be other spontaneous wild yeast as well besides that, but so 100% there's a chance of Brett in this. There's a bit of a sourdough eness. It's almost like bread that hasn't been quite cooked, but it's like the sourdough portion of that bread. So a little bit more on the doughy side. All right. Take a swig here. Cheers.
Cheers, Bumpy.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah. That gets your tongue spitting. This one's it's beyond tart. It's definitely sour. The body on this, it pretty much as I'm drinking it, it's super light. It actually it's super high carbonation too. It lifts off the palate. It like evaporates in your mouth. So you take a mouthful and it seems like it's just disappearing before you even swallow. That's how fizzy and light it is, and it's very, very sour. There's the oakiness in there from the oak barrel. A little bit of a vanilla mixing in with like that peach and apricot, and it does remind me a bit of like Pez candy, or even Nerds. It's like kind of one of those. It's like a little bit sweet, but it does have that tartness with the fruit and like the sourness of something extremely sour. So drying, my throat's getting scratchy as I talk. I'd say if you were dying of thirst, like you just went on a run or something, this probably wouldn't be the best product to drink because it would create super phlegm, and then you probably just wouldn't be able to breathe. Because it's making me kind of phlegmy in the back now. But yeah, it's got all the flavor notes that were there in the aromas. It's definitely more sour on the palate than I believe in the aromas. It smells more sweet and tart. And it does have a sweetness, a tartness, but an extreme sour. And I do like that the oak comes through right up front, leading into like that slight vanilla with the peach and apricot like flavor notes out of this. Yeah, 6.3% ABV. Yeah, I mean that's not noticeable as far as any alcohol flavors or real feel. I mean this is just like I said, it evaporates on the palate, so it's super light for a body. So it doesn't even seem very filling. Besides the phlegm in the throat. But yeah, that's what I got for this cool ship Resurgam from Allagash Brewing Company, and come back around. I'll give it a score. Cheers.
Cheers, Bobby.
I look to see if there's a date as well.
I haven't seen any of the Cork and Cage by any of their products. Like I said, I've only seen these three.
Yeah.
Can you find one?
Well, I didn't even know they actually give flavor notes. Aromas of apricot, lemon zest, I didn't say lemon zest, and candied fruit. No tropical fruit flavors of funk lead to a clean tart and flesh. So it's pretty damn close to what they're saying.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of just went out on a whim. You know, I was like, oh, I Googled popular beers and I saw Allagash and I thought a lot of people could get it, but apparently it's not very popular in certain places around us. But
it's popular around us though, Tanner. And
yeah, they're flagships, I think. Like stuff like that beer Bumpy has. I've never seen that before. But
I could probably get it. I just grabbed Allagash. I didn't really look to see what kind of Allagash there was at the brewery.
Yeah.
Not the brewery.
Found it. It's packaged on November 2021.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. That's what I was looking for.
So that's definitely still good though, right?
It's only at 12. I found that too. Like I didn't look at anything except for hey, I'm looking for an Allagash beer, and I've had their Cool Ship series.
Okay.
I don't remember having this one, but I've had they had like a raspberry one. They had a cherry one. Oh, mayonnaise. No flavor of mayonnaise. Had that peach one, the Farm to Face. Got that when over visiting John there last 2 weeks ago. So 2 weeks ago. But I know this is only 12.7 fluid ounce bottle. So for $18, I mean you're basically getting a 12-ounce beer.
Yeah, it looks a lot bigger like on the camera.
And it foamed up so much that like I couldn't fit it all. I mean, there's just a little bit of like yeast sediment and stuff that I just poured in, but
yeah. Cool. Yeah, that glass looks a lot smaller when you hold it up.
Yeah.
So that your glass, the glass you pour the beer in.
Oh yeah.
yeah. Once you hold it up, yeah, it looks like it's a lot smaller. All right, cheers, Bobby. Awesome, man. Cheers. All right, we'll go over to Alex with Allagash's, I believe, flagship beer.
Yes, I believe so too. It smells very sweet. You know, kind of smells like a wheat because it's supposed to be, and nice hazy beer, like I said, I don't know, not a New England IPA, but I guess it could be like that, but not really. I think it's like a Tato kind of look. But yeah, cheers and see what this tastes like, shall we?
Cheers.
I believe that beer is unfiltered, right?
Yeah,
I think so.
it's an unfiltered wheat beer.
That is very tasty. I've had this before with you guys, I believe. I think I've had it with the legendary Bumpy and on his channel. I think we were doing wheat beers at one point. I don't remember. The mouthfeel is very nice. Very somewhat creamy, but not creamy, but it's just perfect, at least in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, the wheat beers, they definitely have that kind of like silky smooth type mouthfeel.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what you want. You want the creamy, silky mouthfeel. That's what you want.
Yeah.
And very not juicy, but very thick. That's what you want. When I'm drinking it, you can also taste that little wheat too. A little wheat, weed kind of taste. And it doesn't dry your mouth out too much too. Makes you want to go back for more, but if you smell this, it does smell like a weed, kind of like, I don't know, maybe it's just me.
I think it's just you, Alex.
Well, it still tastes good. I gotta go by what I feel, what I smell, and what I taste.
Call it as you see it.
Actually, it's not. And no, you know what? It's not. It doesn't smell like weed because weed would be really dank. Kind of really think about it.
Still
They use orange peels and coriander, and that coriander typically gives off lemon zesty notes. And
maybe that's what it is. Exactly. Thank you. It's not too orangey, but it's very tasty though.
I definitely opened up to a lot of wheat beers. I wasn't a big fan of them when I first started drinking craft beer and different styles and stuff, but I will say there are a few that I've really enjoyed.
Very tasty beer. I'm very pleased with this. I think, like I said, I think I've had it at the legendary Bumpy show a long time ago. It can go through your first. I like this beer. And like I said, I like that creaminess, silky mouthfeel, and the taste goes pretty good. Well, and I'm trying to describe it as best I can. It's not too bad. It's very tasty. Like I said, this would be another summer beer. I think, in my opinion. You'd think it would taste like banana, kind of like, because I think these kind of beers also have banana kind of, flavor to it too.
Yeah, they're using a Belgian yeast, which can sometimes give off clove and banana. So yeah, you wouldn't be wrong with saying that.
So I don't taste it. That's the thing.
It doesn't necessarily have to. Sometimes it's more clove forward than banana notes, and not all Belgian yeast gives off those notes, but
it is a very good flavor though. Yeah, I'm very pleased with that. I'll give it a rating next time around, and that is that. Thank you for letting me join, Legendary Tanner. Appreciate it.
Oh, you're always welcome, Alex. Cheers, man. We got Cheryl Crawford in the chat. Cheers, Cheryl. Cheers to you. All right, awesome, Alex. Yeah, it's funny too because both of the Allagash beers that I've had, I did them on beer. He did a wheat beer and cheese show, and I brought the one that you have, and then he did a show. It was like Tripel, Dubel, and Quadrupel, and pair with any cheese. And I did their Allagash Tripel. It was like notes of honey and passion fruit, I believe. The other one was. So I wanted to try something different.
There might be honey in this. I don't know.
Slightly creamy head. Milk chocolate. Roasty coffee. Brown bread. I'm not really getting much hops. There's a slight floral. Maybe citrusy note. but I think the hops kind of it might be long gone from this beer. But yeah, it's smelling like a chocolate malt bomb, which doesn't smell bad, but like I said, I'm not really picking up any hops. Like I said, there's a slightly floral, kind of like citrusy note. But so yeah, they use Crystal, Nugget, Cascade, and Northern Brewer. But yeah, it's definitely the aroma at least has diminished in the hop spectrum. But I'm gonna dive into this. So cheers, guys. 6.66%. Definitely did that on purpose. Not noticeable on the aroma. Yeah. What's up?
B, I think you're right though. As I drank this, it does taste like orange. Ding dong. My brain had to taste it.
There you go.
Thank you.
I thought that beer was actually really good. And you tried it with some cheese. I believe I gave it a good rating when I tried it with the cheese.
Try it with cheese. I'll have to do that.
Unless it was a cheese that I didn't necessarily enjoy. But.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. But it was good with the cheese. Even if you didn't enjoy the cheese, you still enjoyed the cheese with the
I
beer.
would pair it with a cheese. I don't remember if the cheese I enjoyed, but I remember liking that beer, and I definitely think that would be a good beer to enjoy.
They actually have an Allagash white cheese out there.
Oh, okay. Yes.
With Allagash white.
Sorry to interrupt you, Tanner.
No worries. No worries. We're not in any rush. We're just hanging out.
True that. Go ahead.
There's a slight astringency, slightly floral, some hop resin, roasted coffee. The chocolate on the palate is more dark chocolate. Slight breadiness. I'd say medium bodied. Yeah. I feel like the flavors that actually came out of this beer when the hops were still kicking, definitely kind of diminished. It's unfortunate. I'd like to do a revisit of this, but it's not bad. It's not bad. I like the roasty notes. I like the dark chocolate. Like I said, there's like a slightly floral hop resin, astringency, slight bitterness from like coffee, and I guess the hops. But yeah, the hops totally are not very noticeable. Maybe like a little bit of like a citrusy lemon.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a slight acidity, like a little bit of a slight tartness.
No sweetness.
I'm not necessarily picking up like there's like a little bit of like a lemony note, but I'm not.
Is there any sweetness?
There is some sweetness, but I think it's more on the roasty, chocolatey side. I will say the mouth feels good. It's definitely got like a creamy consistency. 6.66%. It definitely has a fuller body to it. I mean, what is a Hoppy Dark Ale? I was kind of confused by the style when I saw it.
A Hoppy Dark Ale. I'm not so sure about that.
A Cascadian Dark would be, or a Black IPA. Those would be considered Hoppy Dark Ales.
Okay.
Hoppy knows everything.
But
so it's just like it's like an IPA that they use like darker malts with.
Well, it sounds like they were basically going for like a Belgian style porter or something, and then just hopped it even more.
All right. Yeah, this is all learning for me because I'm not too familiar with the style. But it's not bad.
I don't think it's a classic style.
Yeah. It's not something you see too often. Let me catch up with the chat. Cheryl said, "Cheers to you, Alex." And then we actually got Beer Man here.
Cheers to you, Cheryl.
Guys. I'll talk to you, my dude. For sure, Beer Man. You're always welcome. It's definitely Beer Man said, "Cheers back to Cheryl." It's definitely brewery reviews is definitely kind of hard to accommodate to everybody because there's some stuff in my neck of the woods where I'm like, oh, this is super popular. I find this everywhere. And then maybe it's more of a New England thing. And then sometimes West Coast has more brands that are popular. And then maybe like in Florida, like Miscellaneous, he has brands that are more popular. So it's like I'm trying to accommodate to everybody who I know would show up if they could. But this is one of those ones where I was like, I thought it was a very
Well, you know I'm going to show up. I tell you something, I'm going to do it.
well. You're also kind of in the New England area, so you probably get the same distribution that me and Bumpy get, as far as like more of the macro side. I wouldn't would Allagash be considered macro?
No, because kind of crafty, somewhat.
Yeah,
They've been around for quite a few years,
yeah,
and they do have a large distribution.
I mean, how many years they've been on allegedly Bumpy?
it says independent brewers since 1995.
Okay, so it's been 25 years, 25 years or more.
Well, that would be 27, right?
I guess it would be, right?
That's right. So they've been around
Theory,
for
how many years since 1995?
but
It was 26 years ago.
26 years ago, legendary Tanner. 1995. So if you came out,
27. Am I having a brain fart?
that's okay. We always have brain
Who
fart.
asked that? Was that Siri?
Yeah, it said 26 years.
No, just kidding.
Unless she's bullshitting me. I don't know.
The beer's not bad. We'll go back around for ratings. I don't necessarily hate this beer, but I am a little disappointed. I think it's definitely in the old range. I feel like if I got this around like maybe like what you do with the IPAs, 3 to 4 months, those hop notes would come out a little bit more. But also Bumpy has said that he didn't necessarily enjoy it when it had those hoppy notes. So I would like to do a revisit. Possibly, maybe I'll bring it on someone's show if I could find a fresh can. I'm guessing this is their Halloween release, Haunted House, 6.66%. You know, they're going for that 666 number.
I think I've had that with the legendary Brandon.
Definitely their Halloween release. So maybe next year if I can find. What were you saying, Alex? I'm sorry.
I think I did a review with the legendary Brandon with that. I think I don't remember, but I think I did a beer review on his channel.
Yeah.
It might have been another. I don't know if it was that brewery or some other brewery, but it was something. I remember Haunted House though.
Yeah, this is a good example of a beer that kind of just turns into a malt bomb.
Yeah.
The hops are definitely diminished. We'll go back around the panel. Rate our beers. Excuse me, sorry. Carbonation.
Okay, legendary.
There is a decent carbonation to this one. I will say the like I said, the body was nice. It kind of had like that creamy consistency. Carbonation was about, I'd say medium. It's got a decent carbonation for I want to call it a stout, but it's a hoppy dark ale. And then Cyclops scale, it does have some sweetness, but it's not overly sweet, like maybe like 2.5 out of 5 sugar cubes. There's definitely like a nice, like I said, it's more roasty, dark chocolate, coffee. So I'd say like 3.5 out of 5 hop cones as far as bitterness, not necessarily hoppy. That's definitely something that you can interpret both ways or 2 different ways. But yeah, we'll go back around. We'll let Bumpy have his final thoughts on his beer. Alex, you'll have your final thoughts, do your ratings, and I'll do my rating, and then we'll pull up the website and we'll talk about the brewery.
And then we'll do our shout-outs at the end. Right, I get it, Sprint.
Well, no, we got to talk about the brewery first. So we're gonna.
I know that. That's what I'm saying. At the end of the brewery.
Yeah, we're going to talk about their distribution. We're going to talk about their availability, pricing, how easy it is to navigate through the website. Bumpy's favorite, if they have food, possibly. I know Bumpy is a big fan of what they got for food at the breweries.
Well, he is a land shark like me.
We'll go over all that. We'll go back to Bumpy, and he can have his final thoughts on the beer that he's got with us tonight. So cheers, Bumpy.
Cheers.
Appreciate you too, both of you.
Yeah. I'll start this off with the price point of this beer. I mean, personally, I think it's a bit overpriced, but there's a lot that goes into making something like this. This is a 3-year blend, so you got 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. It's blended. There's a lot of special things that need to happen for this beer to be consistent. I mean, I think that's where the blending comes in. You really have to have somebody that's a master at blending to have this be a consistent product, because wild ales are just it's spontaneous. It's nuts. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what flavors you might get out of it. Even the ABVs can change, with stuff like that, because sometimes they can eat more sugars than you're expecting. But yeah, I think it's got great flavors to it. Great aromas. It's actually sour. It's enjoyable to drink. You can definitely have this with, I think this would go great with almost anything, but maybe like some swordfish. Probably have it next to a filet mignon or ribeye might go as well. It's got strong enough flavors for that. So with taking away the price point, could have been in a larger bottle or something. If you're going to charge $18, at least make it a 500 ml, not a 12-ounce bottle. But
no, I agree.
I'm gonna go ahead and give this, and it's just based off of how this beer tastes and how how good it is compared to similar products. I'll give it a 98 out of 100. So
There you go. That's a good score.
Yeah.
Now, would you buy it again?
I would probably buy it to gift it to somebody out of the bottle. If I saw this, like if I was at a restaurant and they were like had it on their list of beers you could get, I'd probably order it like at a restaurant.
Gift it to somebody, but if you don't like it, why would you give it to someone that
Oh, he does like it. He just said that, it's just kind of spendy.
Out of 100.
True that.
It's great beer. Because I think it would bring joy to somebody to try,
True that.
But it's like, to me, it's like, okay, I've had it,
Time to move on because
drink it again. But like I said, I think it would be really good at the dinner table with a lot of different food products. So,
ooh, yeah,
yeah. If I was at a restaurant and they had this on the list, it's almost like a fancy wine for a beer drinker.
Does it ever have it on the list, legendary? I mean, you've been on the restaurants for many years.
I've had other things. I've had that Farm to Face, which is that was a sour ale. I'm not sure if it was a Cool Ship one.
But did they ever have that beer on the list at restaurants?
I don't know.
You don't.
I've had one similar to it from Allagash.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
I'm sure it's on somebody's beer list somewhere. It's
exactly.
Some restaurants that have 100 and something beers on there.
Well, maybe we'll give it a shot. When I'm up there with you, Bumpy, maybe we could do that. Maybe we could play Columbo and see if we can find that beer on the list. Unless they discontinued it and you just happen to find it.
Yeah. Well, this bottle's from last year, so who knows?
Yeah, who knows? You're right.
If it's like, a year, every year they bring out the same one, or if it's
a new one.
They gotta wait for the 1, 2, and 3 years to blend it.
True that.
So it could be every 3 years it comes out.
Oh, okay. So did you ever have that prior to a couple years ago, or you just only?
I've had stuff in the Cool Ship series. I can't say for sure I've had this exact one.
Oh, okay. So you did have a series of it. Okay, you're good.
Yeah.
Okay. You're golden.
Cheers, man. All
Cheers.
right. Awesome. A good score, 98 out of 100 for sure. Unfortunately, like I said, I can only get the 3 beers. All right. Cheers, Bumpy.
You're only 2 hours from the legendary Bumpy, so you should able to. Oh, no, I don't know.
It's not always like that. It's it doesn't always work that way.
That's true. You might have to go to a certain place, obviously, as I went to find these crazy beers. I mean, obviously, I can go to Canals, but I found this at Gradual Coast because I was just looking and I found this beer and I'm grabbing it because I've already had it anyway. The beer, as I drank it, it was orangey, and I do remember it being orangey. But sometimes, if I'm not reviewing it completely, sometimes my brain goes crazy and thinks it's something else. But yeah, as I discussed it with you and drank it, I realized that it is an orange beer. So I'm going to get this again So probably this is probably my second time getting this beer. I'm pretty sure because I did at the legendary Bumpy's channel. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely get this again to enjoy as well, like I am right now with you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give the beer.
They sell it in 12 packs too, just so you know.
Think about it this way, Alex.
Well, I do have a 12-pack. What?
You're a land shark, right?
Exactly.
You like burgers and hot dogs and cookout
Exactly.
food?
This would be perfect with that. Exactly.
You know, if you drink with burgers and hot dogs, they like a big one that is very common is like the Blue Moon.
Blue
That's
Moon's good too.
That's
I
like
like
I would say that beer is like blows Blue Moon out of the water.
This is like a Blue Moon. Yeah. Similar to that. Exactly.
Yeah, if you could pair that with some hamburger, hot dog, cookout food,
Maybe we'll do that on a Food Friday. We'll see. Actually,
Yeah.
we won't see. We will do that because it is getting into the summer. So I think we will do that next.
Do some cookout food. That'd be cool if you haven't done it before.
We can
Back
do
to
that.
your rating. Sorry to interrupt you.
No. Again, I rep you and we rep each other.
No worries, man.
You get what I'm putting down because we do that.
Yeah, of course. Conversation's always
Yeah,
better.
you get what I'm putting down.
That's
Yeah.
what the whole that's the whole point of doing these beer reviews live. It's not just me doing a video by myself. I love to hear input from you guys.
Exactly.
Kinda
So even if you
work your brain a little bit, and get some input from other people.
all right, so even if you interrupt me, it doesn't matter because we're still we're conversating, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
because
for
I
sure.
talk to you, so there you go. While you're doing your thing, so hey, we gotta have fun. So I think that's a good idea. I think we will do a Food Friday on hot dogs or grilled food or whatever. I think we'll do that with this beer. I think that'll be perfect, or any Allagash beer, just in case this beer might not be there. So yeah, I'm going to give this beer a 98. I'll give it a 99. It's good beer. Good beer. So if you can get, because I've already done this with the legendary Bumpy stuff, but I just grab whatever and try that. Legendary Tanner's tried it and stuff like that. So, but yeah, if you can get this, please do, or try any other beers of Allagash, because I might try some more once I find them. Because if you go to Roger Wilco's, you never know what you're going to find. It's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
No, you probably don't want to buy a box of chocolate from Roger Wilco.
No. But you know what I mean. Appreciate you. So a 99 it is. Please try to get that. And that's that. Cheers.
All right. Cheers, Alex. Awesome, brother.
I'm going to get something to eat, but I'm going to be right here. I'm still going to do my
No worries, man. No worries.
and
No, go do your thing. Yeah, it's a late show. You got to eat something.
Yeah, I'm going to bring it here to eat, but I'm just saying.
All right. No worries. All right. Cheers, Alex.
Cheers.
All right. So the beer that I have, I will say it's I was noticing a little bit of like molasses brown sugar. But as far as being like a hoppy dark ale, like I said, that the hops definitely kind of diminished. But it kind of turned into like more just stouty porter like. It's not bad. I've had other beers that taste like this one is tasting that are definitely a lot better. But I don't think I'm doing it justice by kind of talking down upon it because I haven't tried it fresh. But Bumpy has said that he has had it fresh and he wasn't a big fan.
I definitely talked down on it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give it like for what I'm tasting, the can that I have today with the package date 9/1/21. It's 8 months, so the hops have definitely diminished. Kind of creating like a malt bomb, like I said, but it's turned into kind of like a creamy mouthfeel, roasty coffee, dark chocolate, molasses, brown sugar, kind of like all the standard notes that you would get with like a stout. I'm gonna give it like an 88 out of 100. Now, I will say, I want to try this beer fresh, and I want to see how much of a difference there is. And maybe that would be a kind of a cool topic show. It would definitely take a little bit of time, but that would be cool to kind of compare fresh beers versus old beers, and then kind of like you take something like an IPA or something, save it, or like whatever, something like this, save it, and then you buy a fresh one, and then you compare the old one versus the new one and see how much difference there. I don't know, maybe just spitballing here. What did you not enjoy about the one that you had? I know you've had a lot of beers, and it possibly was a while back.
I'm pretty sure there's a video on it.
Okay, so I'll have to go look
back.
that up.
I think it was two. It's got coffee in it. I'm not a fan of black coffee. I think there was like this kind of roasty black coffeeness, a lot of acrid bitterness. I just didn't think that this is all just like may have said it, I may not have. Maybe the hop bitterness or the hop flavors just didn't jive with the malt
bitterness. Yeah, it's too much. Yeah, I could definitely see that. This beer is definitely if that was the case, I will say that it has, with age, it kind of mellows down, but it also takes away the whole perspective of the beer of what it's supposed to be. So it kind of goes both ways. It's like, okay, the beer's kind of mellowed down, but it's not technically what it was initially made to be. So, but all right, yeah. So we'll go back to this really quick. I'll just ask you guys, what do you guys think about this brewery so far? Before we pull up the website and look at it, what do you guys think of Allagash as a whole so far? Just like
so far, in my opinion,
I'll pull the website up and we'll check out their beers and stuff like that. What do you guys?
I'd like to hunt down more and see what's better.
Yeah, I would say the availability as far as a variety over here isn't the best. But from the two that I've had, 2 out of 3, the 2 that I've had, the triple and the regular wheat beer are decent, especially for the money. I think they're around like like $12, $13 for a 6er or something like that.
Yeah. I've had a lot of Allagash, especially growing up, both in New Hampshire and Maine. But I was a kid mostly when I was in Maine, so I didn't have much Allagash then. But you kind of, they've been around, and they had that huge barrel program. Kind of one of the first that I can remember, anyways, of being very Belgium-like, with everything that they brewed. They just concentrated on Belgian style beers, and like I said, big with barrel aging products. You didn't see a lot of that way back when. Like, they've been around for 26 to 27 years, and that long ago, you didn't see a lot of that going on with other breweries. And maybe over time, and they've kind of maybe diminished just a little bit, trying to put out new product, trying to keep up with the younger crowd or something. But yeah, I mean, they're still obviously putting out some great stuff. So I've enjoyed them over the years. Maybe a bit pricey here and there, but I mean, they're definitely in that kind of A range for me as a company.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what their brewery's like. Never been there. I've been to Portland, Maine. I never stopped by the brewery. So,
well, Bumpy, maybe one day we can go to Allagash Brewery.
Yeah, Tanner. Maybe you can take Alex to Allagash Brewery.
Is it Maine?
Is it in Maine?
Yeah.
That's a little ways away.
It's only like a 5.5 hour drive.
All right. We'll pull up the website. We got Land Shark over here chowing down. No, I'm just kidding, Alex. How's that food over there?
Delicious, but no, we don't have to go Allagash because I just thought we can do that because.
Dude, I would love to go to all breweries with everybody, all the beer community guys. It's just you got to find the time to do it,
True that.
I think I'm working 6 weeks this 6 weeks. 6 days
6 weeks this week.
Yeah, I'm working 6 weeks straight. No, 6 days this week. But yeah, we'll pull up the website, and then we'll go over the website and we'll see what they got. All right, pull this up. All right, so here's the homepage. It says "From Maine with Love," an Allagash Brewing podcast. Oh, so they got a podcast that you can check out. So they have a beer finder. I'm not going to click on that because I don't want to show my address. Like I've
What?
unfortunately,
you try to where we can get the beer.
yeah, but yeah, we don't want to. So they do have a beer finder, which is, I will say, that's something that you always like to see. You want to see a beer finder. Most beer companies, if you're doing brews and you want people to find your brews, put a beer finder on your website. So they have beer delivery. I guess if you're in their area. Inside Allagash shop and blogs and news. Short little blurb about our brewery. We're an independent craft brewer in Portland, Maine. In addition to our signature Allagash White, a Belgian style wheat beer, which is the beer that Alex, the beer master, has tonight. You'll find sour, barrel-aged, and spontaneously fermented beers to try as well. We're a certified B Corp. Our founder, Rob, won the James Beard Award for Outstanding Wine, Spirits, or Beer Professionals in 2019. We've been recognized as one of Maine's best places to work for 7 years running. We hope you'll feel the shared passion of our staff when you stop by. Beyond beer, we're always working on becoming more sustainable in our brewing and supporting our Portland community. If you're in our area, stop by and check out our tasting room. So they do have a tasting room link. We'll look at that. We're going to pull up their beers. All right, so we'll pull up the beers. All right. Oh, I've never seen this. Alligator Seconds to Summer Lager. So they do have a lager. Learn more about our easy drinking lager. Oh, wow. There you go. Okay. North Sky, our year-round stout. I've never seen that before. They got some s'mores there. That looks like maybe they're pairing it with some s'mores. Sounds pretty good. Sparkling fruited ale, Little Grove, apples and cranberry. There's the Allagash White. Nocturna. I've seen that before, actually. Now that I think about it, I've seen that, but that was probably a couple years ago. Bourbon barrel aged stout with vanilla beans.
Oh,
I should have looked for that. Shit, I know I saw it.
That's another one I didn't think was that great.
Oh, okay, never mind then. From Maine with Love Beers, check out a new brewery only series. Brewery only beer series. Oh, okay. Hold on, we'll go back to that one. All right, sorry. How to pour a perfect Allagash White. So they have a little thing on it if you want to learn how to pour it. All right, so we'll just go over these quick. Allagash White, flagship. River Trip. It's a dry hop, crisp, sessionable pale ale. North Sky Stout, organic golden ale, fine acre. I haven't seen either of these three. Tripel, that's the one.
River Trip's good.
What's that?
The River Trip's good. I think.
River. Oh, okay, this one right here. You know, I've actually seen the Barrel and Bean.
I've had that. Good stuff.
I should have done a little bit more research. I've seen this.
Curio's good too.
Curio, I don't think I've seen that one, but I have seen the Barrel and Bean. This is just kind of walking around stores. So, like I said, I've seen the Nocturna and the Barrel and Bean. So maybe I'd get a little bit more distribution than I actually thought. 16 counties. It is a something golden ale. Something grown golden ale. Sorry, I can't read that. Oh, Maine grown grain golden ale. All right. Little Grove, sparkling session ale. I've never seen any of these. Black Currants, sparkling fruit ale with freshly pressed apples and cranberry, peach and kombucha. I tried kombucha. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. It was very acidic. Gave me heartburn. from Maine with love. You're going to have to head to the brewery to try these special beers. Our From Maine with Love series offers first ever taste of new Allagash creations. Ideas for these innovative beers can come from any employee at our brewery. There's a lot of them, and they don't necessarily. Oh, okay, that one says it's a dark lager. Tar wheat. I'm just gonna scroll through these quick because it looks like they got a decent amount of beers.
That was pretty cool.
What happened to the other? Oh, because I did view more. Okay, cool shit. This is the this is what Bumpy's got. I think Bumpy has this one, right?
Yes.
All right, so we'll pull that up. Cool shit. Resurgam is brewed with a Pilsner malt, raw wheat, and aged hops. The beer is cooled overnight using outside air temperature in a traditional large, shallow pan known as cool ship. During the cooling process, naturally occurring microbiota from the air.
Microbita.
There's an O there. Microbita. We'll go with that. From the air, inoculate the beer, and in morning, it is transferred into French oak wine barrels where the entire fermentation and aging takes place. Cool shit. What is this? What is this? Why am I seeing this? Want cash out of here. Cool shit Resurgam is a blend of this 1, 2, and 3-year-old spontaneously fermented beer. The finished beer has aromas of apricot, lemon zest, candy fruit notes, tropical fruit, and flavors of funk lead to clean, tart, and dry finish, which I believe Bumpy has already mentioned that. And then they have some other, I think those are their blog stuff. Okay, I don't like how it keeps bringing me back up. Okay, I agree. Cookies. And then they have some other ones. They have a decent amount of them. So as far, I will say, so as far as navigation, knowing what everything is, I will say you do have to click on the actual tabs to go and read these beers. So I know maybe I'm being a little snobby when I say it, but I would like to see styles. I'd like to see styles. I'd like to know what these are before I click on everyone. You know, you could probably sit here for a while and read them. Is there any one of these that stands out to you guys that maybe you want to look at?
I'm sorry, what?
I said, is there any one of these that kind of stand out to you guys? Maybe you want to look at.
I've never drank any of them. Never.
Probably peach.
As far as I know, I haven't drank any of them. I probably like them though.
I think the Cool Ship Red was another one that I had.
Okay, we'll click on that then. All right, this blend of spontaneously fermented beer is aged on local raspberries. We begin brewing Cool Ship Red with Pilsner malt, 40% raw wheat, and aged whole leaf hops. Unfermented wort is then transferred to the large shallow pan called the Cool Ship. We've read that several times, which allows the hot wort to mingle with wild yeast and souring microbita in the main air after fermenting and aging in French oak wine barrels. For over 2 years, we add raspberries and let it rest for an additional 4 to 5 months. The finished beer is bright red in color with aromas of raspberry and oak. Its raspberry forward flavor is balanced by notes of light funk, apricot, and a tart. Oh my gosh, tart dry finish. So we'll say 90% of what I just read was probably the same thing. Why does it keep
It wants you to go to the brewery.
Yeah, it does, apparently. Limited releases along the way. Okay. Black is Beautiful. Along the way. I don't know what all this is. Very weird setup. Very weird setup they got here. But so these are their limited releases. Maybe some stuff that's not brewed anymore. Okay, so some of them have pictures, some of them don't. All right. Okay. Archive. Let's see what that. All right, it's just a bunch of names to me. Okay, we're gonna go back to the homepage. All right, there we go. We'll go back to the homepage.
I'm gonna drink one more beer with you guys, and that will be the one I was drinking earlier.
All right, we're gonna back it up a little bit. All right, we're gonna look at the shop. They have an all thing. You should gotta click on all of them. They want you to click on all their tabs apparently.
They sure do.
Belt buckle, some other t-shirts, and a pair of a lot of companies socks for some reason. No blanket though, no $100 blanket. Let's look what they got for drinkware.
Ooh, let's take a look, shall we?
They got,
we can't see it, but
oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Yep, it did that thing where it holds up.
Excuse me.
I've had this issue before. All right, there you go. So some chalices. You pick the side.
Oh man.
Stainless steel pint cup. Little snifter. Taster glasses. Size single, double, 4, 6, 8. Oh, okay. So what's going on there? It says size. And then it says, is this how many you want to buy?
maybe.
All right. Maybe. Tap handles. Bumpy's favorite, tap handles.
Tap handle.
So they got some cool tap handles. What else they got here? Trinkets. All right, bar towel. Oh, I wonder if they have a blanket.
They should. They have a chair.
Chair. Get your dog collar and leash.
Pretty sure Tanner will probably order that after this.
Oh, what, the chair?
Yeah, come on. I'm not gonna play that joke with you. I'm serious. You
I'm
probably
a
will.
big chair guy. No,
Yeah, you are. Hey.
oh, you got House Beer wooden crate.
Mm.
So what is that? Just a wooden flat? Oh, that's cool. You can put some plants in it.
Well, that sucks. I want beer, not plants. Thank you.
Oh, they do have a blanket, but it's a picnic blanket. It's $36.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you'll order it.
At least it's not 100.
You'll probably order it. Tanner, I'm not joking with you, my friend.
What
Your
is this?
brain is thinking.
Sign.
I could see it in your head.
Are these stickers or sign? Oh, signs. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, you can get signed stickers, I'm guessing.
Buy some
Oh,
flag, sign. That's a cool sign. $88. It's kind of up there. Gift cards, experiences. All right, we'll go back to. Hold on, let me. I gotta share the screen again. All right. Let me acknowledge SPG. Cheers, SPG. Thanks for stopping by, really. All right, so we'll go back to. I don't think there's a food menu, Bumpy.
But Legendary Bumpy said there is, so he should know. He knows
I
everything.
didn't say that there was.
No, I said usually Bumpy likes to see the food menus. Bro.
Oh, okay, I misunderstood. Never mind.
Yeah. All right, so they have the blogs and news, so you can check out their blogs and news.
It might be the inside Allagash. Maybe
Yeah, it
that's
might
why
be.
you said that.
Our story, sustainability, giving back. Black Lives Matter. So this supports Black Lives Matter. That's cool.
That's
Working
been a
out
couple years.
Allagash.
Hey,
Job opening, working out Allagash.
hey, Allagash, move on with the Black Lives Matter because that's been a couple years. Move on. Thank you. Cheers. Not your only.
I mean, they still support them, whatever.
I know, but it's been years. It's been a couple years. I thought they would have figured. Wait a minute, what's going on here?
All right. Oh, food. There we go. What's pouring? Hold on. We'll go to tap and then beer's on tap. There we go.
Shall we?
Yeah, there, Alex. You owe me.
This is what this is what we're looking for. All right. So here's their beers on tap.
Appreciate you, Bobby.
Old fashioned amber ale with orange peel, Asian bourbon barrels, 9.5%.
We'll have to try to get that, Tanner, so we can do a review. If not, we'll have to go there. Tanner, I'm not playing these games. You can laugh all you want, Tanner, but I'm not gonna.
From Maine with Love, you can get the 16, 15, 14
You owe me,
Or-
Tanner. You know that.
beer aged with cherries and honeyberries. What the heck is a honeyberry?
I don't know. Let's say Tanner.
Blonde ale with lemon and sea salt, bourbon barrel aged, golden ale, dark.
How many hours is it from you, Tanner?
I don't know. I'm not too sure. Let's look at beers to go.
Yeah, because
All right,
if I come up there,
beers
we're
to
gonna
go.
do that.
You gotta. Oh, all right. So yeah. So if you go to the brewery, these are the beers that you can take home. World on a String, White Upward Movement, Tripel, Quickly IPA. And I'm just gonna show them. I don't need to name all of them nowadays. All right, there's the beers on tap. Let's go back and let's go look at the food.
Please.
We'll wrap it up with the food, and then we'll.
No, keep going. Keep going, Tanner. Keep going.
Hold on one sec. I'm sorry. Virtual brewery experiences, events, and releases. All right, we'll just.
Don't wrap it up, Tanner. Just keep going.
No, we're gonna look at the food, and then we'll do our ratings and stuff. Where did you go, Bo? What's your favorite part? Okay. Lobster rolls. There you go, Alex. I know you're a big lobster guy.
Yeah, so when I come up there, we're gonna go there and we're gonna have some lobster rolls. Although there is lobster rolls where Bumpy is anyway, so I don't know.
Hey, Connecticut, just warm butter.
Oh yes, that is my favorite. Well, I will go to Boston.
Butter, celery, mayo, and chives.
I didn't have any celery on my lobster rolls.
Cheeseburgers, caprese. What is that? Caprese?
I love my Tanner lobster.
Tomatoes, basil, fresh mozzarella, balsamic glaze on butter grilled ciabatta.
Ooh, that sounds delicious. I'll forget that.
Lobster BLT, simple grilled cheese.
Lobster BLT, never had that, so I'll have to try that with you, Tanner.
Nowadays ale, beer brats. There you go, brats. Large pretzel, Cape Cod chips, coleslaw, Maine Root Coast soda. Oh, so they have some other stuff. You know, you can get some sodas. They have root beer, blueberry, lemon, lime. So there's $3 sodas, Poland spring water, $2 a bottle. And then they got whoopie pies, Allagash, North Sky cakes, and Irish cream filling. Not bad.
Whoopie pies are good.
There you
I
go.
haven't had them, but I've had whoopie pies.
Picture for you, Alex. What does that look like?
Looks like a lobster roll that I'm looking forward to having with you when we go. You think it's a joke, Tanner, but I'm not joking. I will remember this too, because I'm not
Availability subject to demand.
Oh, me, Tanner.
What else we got?
It's a joke. It's not. It's a joke when we're eating no sandwiches.
Virtual brewery tour. Is that what it said? Join us for
Tanner. Check it out.
Private virtual tour. Oh, they're doing virtual tours.
Yeah, but that's
so you gotta pay to.
You gotta pay to watch them do a tour on their brewery.
It's probably
on your laptop, yeah, or whatever.
Yeah. Tanner, it's probably
old news. Points just got deducted.
Tanner, it's probably old news. I'm telling you, it's probably old news. They probably
that's I don't know. That's I don't really like that either, Bumpy.
Right, but they probably didn't update it, Tanner. So we'll go there and we'll see if we can go tour.
It's probably still the same. We're still dealing with the same stuff we've been dealing with. We're not going to talk about specifically what we've been dealing with, but it's probably still the same. So
it's over, everybody. Stupid.
Bye.
Move on. I don't want to say the name. Right, thank you. If you're not, you're gonna owe me, Abigail.
All right, so here's the event calendar. Floating holiday. Oh, okay. So they got some new releases. Pop up.
That's okay, Tanner. If Allagash owes us, that's fine. They'll owe us.
From Maine with Love, number 16 release. Oh, these. Wait. Oh. Okay, this already happened. This is May. Okay.
Oh yeah, you're talking about weeks ago, buddy.
Go roof refill pop up. Do you use soap and shampoo? I don't know what that is. Okay, so they're releasing another Cork and Cage beer. All right, so there's the website. Now, let's give our ratings and final thoughts on.
But no, when we go there, we'll do the tour. I'm not doing a freaking virtual tour.
Whichever one you get go first. Give your thoughts.
Bobby, your turn, brother.
And throw the rating out there.
And then I'll show you.
I like that they do have food there. They don't have a very large menu, but most of the food looks like it's lobster, and it's going to be good and expensive.
It is New England, so New England area.
And yeah, I don't know. Website's kind of maybe, I don't know. I wasn't one operating it, so I don't know how touchy it was or whatever. But
you probably have to update it.
I don't know.
Not the best for sure.
I think after looking at the website and stuff like that, I'd probably rate them around a 94.
I can agree with that. I know you get a better availability. But I'll let Alex throw out his rating first. I'll let Alex go.
Well, I mean, the beers look good. I'm looking forward to trying all those beers. Even if it's Legendary Tanner taking me, it doesn't matter. Either way, it'll be golden. I don't know. I don't like the virtual tours. Hoping if me and Legendary Bumpy and me and Legendary Tanner go there, hoping it will not have hoping that's just a glitch right now. Obviously,
it's also the fact it's like, where are the pictures of your brewery? Where are the pictures?
Right, they only show the beers. They don't show the actual.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
Unless there was something I skipped over.
Yeah,
Where are the pictures of the inside? Where are the pictures?
Right, exactly, like other websites have. Yes, exactly.
I don't think I saw it unless
their food menu is probably virtual too. You order a lobster roll, but you just have to like pretend you're eating it on the screen.
Okay, that would be weird.
Yeah. Was there a tap room that I missed?
Well, let's play Columbo on that,
room?
Tanner.
Yeah,
play Columbo on that, Tanner, and see if
they have a picture of the tap.
I don't know.
They on the tap room thing, it just gave a list of the beers that they had on tap, I think.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I was just saying to Alex, it's like they didn't actually show any pictures of the actual brewery. Like the tap room.
They only
that's why I
showed
thought the virtual tour thing was going to be like you click on it and then they'd have a bunch of like pictures of the brewery.
but you would have to pay for it. That's according to Legendary Tanner. You have to pay for it, right? To do the virtual thing, which is kind of stupid. You don't want to.
And then it's like they say inside Allagash, and you think you're going to be looking at like the brewery, like you want to see what it's like, what's the ambiance,
right, like how many tables or
how does it look, is it somewhere you would bring your wife or your girlfriend or go
kids
out
or whoever you're dating?
Yeah, exactly. Is it kid friendly? Would you go on a date there, meet somebody? Would you meet friends there? It's like you don't really know how it's going to be, so it's like that's a little wishy-washy with me.
But so basically we're going to have to play Columbo on that, Legendary Tanner, before we even go there.
What do you get for your score there, Alex?
The brewery, I would give it a 90. It would be 100 if I seen everything. Basically, what you just said. They showed the beers or whatever. That's cool, but they didn't show what it looked like inside. So they kind of owe me on that one. So they get a 90. 100 if they had everything. If they showed everything. So that's on that with the brewery itself. The beer, I'd give it.
You already scored the beer, Alex.
Oh.
I think give it a 98.
98. Thank you.
99.
You know what it is? Because I was so hungry, I didn't even know the difference. Yeah, so I gave it a 98. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Give the brewery a 90.
Yeah, I mean, I would give it the same thing as the beer if I see everything and I know for a fact that I can, go there and see what it looks like, or see what it looks like in the freaking brewery before you go there. That's all. So it gets a 90 when it comes to their site. Yeah,
I think I'm gonna meet you guys both right in the middle, because both of you guys definitely have said things that I can agree with.
Okay.
Being the operator of the website it was very hard to navigate through the website.
Okay, so that's not good.
They
Okay,
have a lot of beers.
they do.
They have a lot of beers. They make a good variety of beers. I don't get all these beers. I would like to see better distribution. Their pricing, from what I can get, is decent.
Okay.
The beers that I've had are okay. Besides this one, like I said, it was kind of far past its probably freshness date.
What about the one I'm drinking? You drank this before.
I had that. That was really good. I did enjoy that. So I will say that is a really good beer. Didn't get to see what the inside of the brewery looks like. Like
It's
I said,
kind of stupid.
you want to know how the setting is. You want to be able to go there, and you want to possibly bring friends or go with family, or possibly go, like, say if you're just going on a date or something, you want to hang out with someone for the first time or whatever. You don't know how it's going to be. The food menu wasn't bad.
Hey, Tanner, is it possible you can go back on there and see if they have any pictures? Because maybe we didn't.
I just tried looking. I didn't see anything on the actual brewery, like the inside. And that's normally what you would see when you go to, like, a lot of these breweries. They kind of realize, if you want people to go there, you want pictures,
right?
And you know what the thing is too? There might be pictures online of people at the brewery, but that's not them specifically putting pictures of their brewery.
Right. It's somebody that's there taking a picture.
If you go to Google and you Google Allagash Brewing Company, there might be people that are there and they're taking pictures of what the place looks like. But I want to see that on their website. Them as a brewery should be doing that for themselves.
So you don't have to look it up. Right, exactly.
Their products, they should display their products better. It says archive. It's just a name. There's nothing there. And then some of them have pictures, some of them don't. I think there's a lot of editing that needs to be worked into it. Like I said, I'm going to give it. So I'm going to go right in between what you said, 90, right?
Right.
And you said 94. I'm going to go 92, right in between, and we'll average out to 92. I think that's fair. I don't want to give them anything lower than 90.
Right.
And I don't give them anything higher than 94, considering what we looked at.
Exactly.
I think 92 is I agree with both what you guys are saying. So I think 92, right in the middle, is fair for these guys.
And I feel bad, but it is what it is. I go by what I saw.
It's your opinion. It's our opinion. That's what these reviews are for. It's not necessarily. It's a little bit different than just reviewing a beer and saying, "Oh, this beer tastes great," or "Oh, this beer sucks." It's like companies as a whole. They're gonna get people that are gonna talk about them, and I'm not gonna say, with me giving them that rating, I'm not saying that they're a bad brewery.
No, exactly. It's not bad. No.
There's room for improvement, and they definitely have some stuff that they need to work on. And from someone who has never heard of them before, if they were to go research on them, it's going to be difficult.
Right, and they're going to be mad about it because wait a minute, why they don't have what you just said? They don't have showing you the brewery like most websites have.
Which, if you want someone to go there, and if you want to get more like people who are actually physically visiting
traffic in that brewery.
Yeah. And that, let's be honest, breweries, they make their most money draft beer, right? They could charge twice the amount of what they're going to charge when they can it. You want people to go there. You want people to drink there. You want people to have a good time. You want people to come back. That's where breweries are really going to create most of their revenue, is from bringing people from not necessarily just the area that they live in, but people are like, "Oh, I live in Rhode Island, but I want to go visit Allagash Brewery one day." You know what I mean? Like, I'm kind of wishy-washy. It's like, do I want to go there? Is
not
it
at
really?
Not at the moment.
It gives you the mindset of. Sorry, 1 second. Let me acknowledge Sam Smalley in the chat. Cheers, brother. I had Allagash White for the first time about 6 months ago, plus a few of their wild ales, and absolutely love them. Yeah, they make good stuff.
Well, I never had the wild ale, so I need to try more. I need to try some. Good.
But yeah, no. What I was getting on was, you want people to be steered towards visiting the brewery. You know what I mean?
So basically, unless you live there, if you go to their site, it's basically taking people white, even though they would join, even though they would check it out. Maybe.
And it's like sometimes maybe there's a reason, not saying that they're necessarily like this, but sometimes there's a reason why they're not taking pictures and showing you what it looks like inside.
True that.
Because maybe it could steer you away from wanting to visit there. Not saying that they're like a dirty brewery and like when you go there and it's not a good atmosphere. Not saying it's like that at all. I don't know because I haven't saw. But that's something that like kind of hangs along and it's like kind of sticks with you. It's like maybe there's a reason why they're not presenting what it looks like. Maybe it doesn't look the best.
Right. So do me a favor.
You know what I mean?
You
So there is
actually look it up to see what it looks like, what people think. I mean, because maybe I want to know. I really want to know. Maybe they're bullshitting, but it really curiosity is what you just said. Does it really look bad? But people wouldn't take pictures if it wasn't that bad, right? If it was bad, I'm assuming.
Or maybe they just not. They don't think about that. They don't think like, oh, we need to get people over here. We need to get people at the brewery. Like I said, that's probably a big revenue for these guys. A brewery.
Yeah.
You know, it's like if you have a tap room and you're selling beer, you're gonna make most of your money off beer that you can sell on draft to people. You know what I mean? Proclamation. You can get one of their single cans for $3 to $5.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna charge you $7 to $8, $7 to $9 when it's on draft. You know?
Wow.
That's what they're going to charge you. You know, when you go there, you buy it on
Yeah,
draft.
because you're at the actual brewery. You're not buying from the store. You're buying
Fresh.
from
Yeah, super fresh. And you're not waiting on it for it to, you know, sit in a store until someone buys it. You're buying it super fresh at the brewery, and they upcharge on that. And like I said, if you want to get people into your brewery, you got to do stuff like that where you have to take pictures and give everybody that mindset of, oh, this is a great atmosphere and stuff. But
I'm sorry I'm asking you to do that, Tanner, but it makes me wonder, what does the brewery really look like? Or is it bullshit? I want to know because,
like I said, you can probably find it on Google, but from what their website shows, and that's what we're going off of, they don't really have anything that shows you. So 90 over here, Alex Beermaster, 94 from Bumpy Road Brewery, 92 for me because I was agreeing with both of what they were saying. I definitely wanted to just meet them in the middle, you know, average it out between their two ratings. I agree with that. I didn't want to give it less than 90. I don't think they deserve that. They make some good stuff.
right, because it's still good beer.
Yeah.
Good beer.
Yeah. You don't want to knock them too hard, and you don't want to give them too much credit for points where they definitely need some improvement. And yeah, I guess we'll wrap it up there. You guys got some shout outs. You guys want to shout yourselves out, and then we'll get out of here.
Go ahead, let's read Bumpy, and then it'll be me.
30.
All right. 50-point inspection videos. I'll put them out on Wednesdays and Fridays. I have a live show on Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time on my channel, Bumpy Road Brewery. That's called New Brew. Just bring a beer that you've never had before to join up on panel. Bring questions if you're in the panel. Also, if you're there in the chat, you can throw some questions out because a portion of the show is just asking the panel members a question. So, hope to see some folks there. And I'll just shout out Beerman's Beer and Cheese coming up on Tuesday. He's right there in the chat up above. And he's got his show on his channel, Beerman. And it's called Beer and Cheese. It's Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Just deduct hours as you go across the United States towards the west. You should know what your time zone is, hopefully. It's an open beer and cheese this upcoming Tuesday. So any beer, any cheese.
Should be a fun one.
And
I like the open ones. You never know what people are going to bring.
And come Wednesday, it's a Sesame Street thing.
Yeah.
There, I like your style.
6 o'clock.
Yep.
Anything that you can think of, Sesame Street.
Awesome, man. Hey, go. If I know we getting a little late here, but yeah, go check out these guys. If you guys are still sticking around in the chat, go check out Bumpy Road Brewery and Alex. Both great supporters. I try to support these guys as much as they support me.
Exactly.
Even more because you got to show some love, and I definitely do appreciate this guy down here for opening me up to hang out with these guys. I was just kind of doing my own thing, doing beer reviews, liquor reviews, whatever. But it's nice when you get to open up and to hang out with a community. So, cheers to you guys for sure.
I hate to tell you,
Go for your shout outs.
Tanner. I'm going to do my shout outs, but I hate to say it, but I was never a beer reviewer or a YouTuber prior to this. Never. I will tell you who got me into it.
So you're in the same boat as me. You necessarily
No, but you did beer reviews. You've done it. But me, I've never did anything until legendary Brandon and legendary Trish came along. They broke my fear, including Alan, the one that you met earlier. So he basically, they all, and Drunken One, all my peeps have broken my fear of being a YouTuber. I did one time, I did not do a beer review, but I took a video and I put it out there when I was on the beach down the shore, and I had a panic attack. So I basically next day took it down. I never did a video again until I got into this. So yeah, I'm very happy that you guys got me out of my shell. And that's all I got to say about that. Now, all my peeps.
Everybody just needs a little shove, a little push.
Right. I mean, you didn't need a push, but it all depends on the person. So yeah, shout outs for Friday. We're going to be doing, what's it called? Bomb pops. Bomb pops are like the old fashioned popsicles that are red, white, and blue, or any different color now, because I've looked it up, and there's the original red and white and blue, and then there's the orange, blah, blah, blah colors or whatever. But I have the original, so I'm looking forward to having that. Maybe I'll get the other one some other time. Maybe we'll do another one. I don't know. Maybe next year. So we'll have that and beer. And other shout outs is the legendary Johnny Boy. If you don't know who John Anelli is, just look up Georgia Beer Reviews. We're gonna do Stout Sunday on his channel at 7 o'clock or 7:30 until he completely fully does that time. I'm gonna say 7 o'clock, 7:30. So get your stouts on, get your porters on at 7 o'clock, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time at night, not morning. So yeah. Until the legendary Johnny Boy decides to go back to morning, stay tuned on that one. So stay tuned on the Stout Sundays at night edition. Get your stouts and porters on. There you go. Appreciate you.
Cheers, Alex. Yeah, they actually do have a that's funny. Spook.
What legendary Tanner?
He said you could try making red rocket pops from red, white, and vodka. They actually do have that vodka, but I believe Alex goes more towards food with beer. Is usually the
Oh no, we could do the we can do the red, white, and blue vodka thing one day.
I think that's like a I believe that's a 4th of July release.
Right, so we could do that red, white, and blue vodka thing. I'll have to mix it with stuff, but yeah, we could do that on a Food Friday. Yeah, but the ones I'm talking about is just a red, white, and blue Pop Tarts. I mean, and not Pop Tarts, popsicles. Unless you're talking about red, white, and blue popsicles with vodka, I'd be glad to do that on a 4th of July or something like that. Let me know. I'll have to look that up. But yeah, that's what we're doing on Friday. We're going to be doing just a regular red, white, and blue Pop Tart. Not Pop Tarts.
The Beermaster merch.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Oh yeah. So get that going at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on my channel. Now the merch. Get your shirts, get your mugs, and get your stickers. Hoping I'll have beer glasses eventually. Alex the Beer Master glasses, and we'll still do the Food Friday stuff. the merch and stuff, but I might also do Alex the Beer Master, just regular merch as well. So this way it goes to all that, right? If it's Fruit Friday, you got the Fruit Friday crowd, and then you got the regular Alex the Beer Master crowd. But right now it's just Fruit Friday, so get all that and let me know what you think. And then just enjoy the shirts and whatever you're getting. Cheers. Oh, don't forget Beer Man as well. When you go on his thing, not just get my stuff, get his stuff as well. Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers, Alex.
Sure.
Awesome, brother. All right. So shout out for me. Okay.
Go ahead, Legendary Tanner.
Next week, Wednesday. I don't know. Wednesdays, it's getting kind of tough. I do feel bad because there's a lot of shows. So we might have to work something out between Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe one of the other days. But I know Wednesday it's getting a little tough. I feel bad. I do appreciate the support from these guys. There's a lot of people, all you guys, that try to show up to my shows. And
I enjoy it, Legendary Tanner.
Wednesday is starting to become a bit of a hassle with just
Why?
going.
There's like 3 to 4 shows.
Yeah,
Why? It's understandable. I drink a couple beers and I go to Tanner's at the end. It's okay.
We'll figure something out, Alex. For sure, we'll figure something out. But anyways, sometime next week, I might have to talk with these guys. We'll talk about it off air.
Yes,
We'll work something out. I like to accommodate for everybody that shows up to my panel regularly. I don't want to.
I try to be.
I don't want to overwork people.
No, it's not overworking
me. I don't want people to feel overwhelmed. Like, oh my god, I got this show. We're all supposed to be here to relax, have a good time. So we might figure out possibly another day next week for Will It Mix. But Will It Mix will definitely be happening next week. Just stay tuned. I'll let you guys know. I'll be on the live streams with all these guys. Saturday, I do Rate That Beer, 8 p.m.
Well, that's always going to be the case, right? Exactly.
Bring any beer you want to review. Open panel, live beer community beer reviews. Bring something you want to review. Could be a revisit, new beer. Hang out, do a beer review, ask each other a couple questions and stuff. That's that. Shout out to Miscellaneous Brew Reviews. He's doing his Thursday examination of Boulevard Stuff a Legend. Normally he does his Thursday night beer session where he reviews, I think it's like, for the most part, I've seen 3 to 4, but I guess sometimes he does maybe 2 to 4, depending on the ABV and stuff.
That beer yet,
Examinations of different products. But Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. As far as what I know, unless any other people can get this beer,
I haven't got it yet, so.
And Miscellaneous Beer Reviews, we will be doing an examination of the Boulevard Stuff a Legend. This is their 2021 release. So yeah, go check that out if you guys are interested. I have had that beer and I do enjoy it. And I actually have 2 because I think I did it on someone's show, but I wanted to save one for a video on my channel. Me and Miscellaneous have been talking about doing an examination on that, and then Bumpy got one. So definitely check that out. Also check out FLX Beer Reviews with normally I've hung out with Dan, but Mike, you got to get over here and you got to hang out with us sometime.
True.
You guys do great beer reviews. Go check out their channel, FLX Beer Reviews, right there. And just thank you to the chat. It is. Yeah, make the RW popsicles out of the vodka. You make it look proper by using science because it have different density based on how much alcohol. So he's actually talking about making a bomb pop with alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Alcohol doesn't freeze very well.
Yeah, as long as yeah, that would be a little difficult. You're good, bro. Yeah, if kind of goes for all of us, as long as you're respectful. You don't have to be the best beer reviewer in the world, as long as you come in here, you have a good time, and as long as you're respectful and you're not shouting at people, interrupting people, we're more than happy to have other panel members and expand the community. So if you ever want to come on here and hang out, Definitely would appreciate you stopping by and doing a beer review with us.
Hey Tanner, I've done it before though. I've done erupted people, and you're still hanging out with me.
Well, you know what I'm talking about, like
Right, exactly.
things that are kind of offensive. We don't want stuff like that. Asking people questions and engaging in conversation
True
is
that.
being ignorant, and you know what I mean.
It's a different story. I get what you're putting down.
Like Anthony said, I definitely want to really enjoy all you boys. Yeah, for sure, man. We would love to have you here for sure. Sit down show for sure. All right. Thank you to the panel. We're going on an hour and 30 minutes. Gonna wrap this up. It's getting kind of late. Cheers to Alex Beermaster. Cheers to you, brother. Bumper Road Brewery. Thanks for stopping by, as always, man.
Cheers.
And in honor of having Alex Beermaster here tonight, we're gonna wrap this show up, and we're gonna let Alex Beermaster sign us off tonight.
All right. This Alex the Beer Master. And Mr. Tanner needs to learn to spin all the way, but he'll get the point.
Can't hit the button when I'm spinning, Alex.
You get my drift. You know how to do it, though. This is Alex the Beer Master. And we will see you all on the next live stream and the next video. Alex Beer Master signing out.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.